So today is my first endurance session of the week on the tractable barbell template. Last week I did 2 endurance sessions of 30 minutes and a longer one of an hour, which was a ruck. So this week calls for 2 40-minute endurance sessions and again another longer duration one of about an hour. So last week I did 30 minutes of kettlebell swings and burpees in an EMOM. It was just 5 burpees, 10 swings. This week, for the first session, I've done 40 minutes, but I split it up, so I did 20 minutes, a 20-minute EMOM of 6 count burpees and swings again, but I did 6 burpees this time and 12 swings. Did that for 20 minutes, then jumped straight onto the bag for 20 minutes, and on the bag I was doing 45-second rounds with 15 seconds rest. So the aim of these conditioning sessions is to make it a steady pace. Obviously, it's hard to keep the steady heart rate when you're only working for a certain amount on each second, but with swings and burpees, they're too intense to keep going for the full minute. So it's round about where I need to be. Obviously, I'm looking at just my heart rate not too high, steady, but keeping it going like an endurance session. So it was a good session. I like the swing and the burpees. The swings are such a great exercise. In fact, I remember reading a quote by Pavel Tsatsouline, and he said that the kettlebell swing alone is better than 99% of strength and conditioning programs. Now, I don't know if he did say that. I've read it a few times. I don't know how serious he was when he meant that, but if you think about it, pound for pound, maybe it is one of the best strength and conditioning exercises all round. I mean, you don't need a lot of space to use it. You don't need a lot of time. You don't need obviously a lot of equipment. It's just need a kettlebell. You don't need that much technical proficiency. You see a lot of people getting the swing wrong. They kind of squat into it, and they're using the arms to swing it instead of the hip snap to the momentum of the hip snap to swing the bell. But it's just a fantastic exercise. I mean, every single muscle on the posterior chain is coming into play. Every single one is developing strength to a certain degree. Power, definitely. It's like a ballistic hip hinge. I know my deadlift improved without deadlifting when I just did a lot of swings one time. And it's working your core. It's at the top of the swing, you're in that plank position with your core braced. And not only that, if you do continuous swings for a long duration of time, you're also burning a lot of calories. So it's a great all-round tool. Obviously, there's better ways. There's better methods for strength and conditioning, obviously, but I'm talking like on a pound-for-pound basis. For the lack of space needed, time needed, equipment needed. Just with a kettlebell, you can work on your strength and your conditioning. It's a good session, this. The next week, I'm up to 2 50-minute sessions. And then the last week's 2 hour sessions. And there's always a third session, which is a longer duration, which I'm just gonna ruck for that. I enjoy the rucking. I might go out for the ruck tomorrow, depending on the weather, because I'm off work. Either be tomorrow or Sunday. I'll probably add a bit of weight or add a bit of distance. I'm not sure yet. I only did sumo deadlifts today because I did quite a bit of deadlifting yesterday. I did quite a little bit of volume at a decent intensity. And last week when I did deadlifts before swings, my back fatigued. I had to stop. I had to stop the swings because my back was too fatigued from regular deadlifts. So I think when I'm doing swings, I'm just going to do sumo. Could use a trap bar. The thing is with a trap bar, I just cannot be arsed setting it up. That's the only reason I don't use it. Just pure laziness of not setting it up. And with the bag work here, it's just steady work. I didn't even put my wraps on. I just put my gloves on straight away once I'd finished the swings and burpees. And I just using steady shots, not hammering it, moving around the bag, throwing a few jabs, a few little body shots. And like I said, for 45 seconds. By the time that 15 seconds rest is gone, your heart rate hasn't really dropped, so you can just continue. And all the way through it, I could have kept up a conversation. I'm doing this voiceover now, not long after finishing, so I'm not out of breath. Good session.